come with me and my girlfriend as we go to the Hay Festival. Let's get this journey started. First of all, we did have to just quickly walk the dog, so yeah, we did that. And then we set off in the car, and when I started driving, I did not realize that the route we went on was actually just like some crazy little tiny lanes. I was bloody terrified driving along here. We met so many cars, I had to do so much reversing. It was so scary, I was basically weeping, but the views were nice. That was the worst road I've ever driven on in my life. I was bloody terrified. And eventually we did arrive at the Hay Festival. Let's go, boys. We just went through, had our bags checked, and then we went straight for the food because we were starving. We went to the Beefy Boys, and that absolutely slapped as always. It was so bloody good. Those fries were sick. And then we went into the bookshop. That was really nice. We got to see Johnny Peacock in there, the Paralympian. He was a really nice guy, actually. And then we had a little read outside and then headed on into the town of Hay-on-Wye and went into this really cool old bookshop called Richard Booth. They had basically everything you could ever need in here for books. It was a super old building, super like rickety and like creaky, and it was so cool. I loved it so much. Yeah. And then we finished the day off with a cup of tea and a little read. Let's go. I have just got back from the Hay Festival. Here's what I got. First of all, we obviously explored the festival, as you saw, and then we went to the bookshop, and on the bookshop there was some signings with random authors. I looked on the board, and it said, Johnny Peacock. Johnny Peacock. That's the Paralympian. And it was the Paralympian. So we saw Johnny Peacock, and I got a signed book. I'm pretty sure it's just a kid's book, to be honest. But, he signed it for me, so I'll take it. I also got a picture as well, which is pretty cool. And then we carried on looking around the shop, and I came across a book called Conclave by Robert Harris. This I've seen on Netflix now as a movie, and apparently it's really good. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to start this. It's not something I'd normally go for, but it sounds pretty dramatic and suspenseful, so I'm excited. And then we went into Hay-on-Wye, and we saw loads of bookshops, and we went into one bookshop called Richard's Booth Bookshops, and we both got a book there. This is what my girlfriend got. Morgan is my name. I saw this book just sitting there, and I was like, oh, I bet you'll love that book. Just joking, and then she read the blurb, and then she's like, oh yeah, I actually like that. So she got that one. I got a book that was on my want to read list that I found. I've never seen it anywhere else before. Chain Gang All Stars, which is pretty exciting. This book sounds really fun.